What up, YouTube? Franchise 2 Sports back again with another video. I think the last video made was about KD a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm not on here that much. Probably why I'm not getting a lot of traction. See, I got two other channels that I have to do, and I'm barely doing those. I got Franchise History TV, my entertainment channel, where I talk about do TV reviews on franchises, movie reviews, entertainment commentary, and Lone Wolf Adventure TV is mainly just traveling, theme parks, that sort of thing. I'll link them down there below, but it's just so much to do, so little time. But let's get to what I want to talk about. I think it might have been last week. I think it was last week. Andre Iguodala. I think he was in an interview with I forgot the dude's name. But Andre Iguodala went viral last week. I don't think he went viral, but he was a topic of a discussion last week. And he was a topic of discussion because he thinks that if Rasheed Wallace, Bad Boys, Trailblazers, Rasheed Wallace, won a ring with the Detroit Pistons in 2004, beating Kobe and Shaq. That Rasheed Wallace. Ball never lie, Rasheed Wallace. If he was actually to work on his game, to go through his, not so much work on his game, but play through his whole full potential, Andre Iguodala thinks that he would have been better than Giannis. And I'll say Andre Iguodala, he loves Giannis, but he believes Rasheed Wallace will be better than Giannis. And everybody was in the uproar about that, which they should be. Me being a Bucks fan, and being a fan of Giannis, I'm thinking, out of all the centers and power forwards playing in the league today, you have Joel Embiid, you have Jokic, you have Anthony Davis. You got Giannis. Am I forgetting somebody big? Karl-Anthony Towns. Heck, Rudy Gobert, if you want to add him to that list. Just thinking of all the big men, centers and power forwards. DeAndre Ayton, which I don't think people want to count. Just to name a few. You got all those people. Mainly, the ones you want to focus on is Jokic, Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Giannis. Maybe Karl-Anthony Towns. Out of all those players right there, why didn't Andre Iguodala pick Giannis out of there? That's the question I need answer. You look at Embiid. Yeah, he's good. 29 average. He averaged 30 points this past year. Multiple time All-Star. You look at Jokic, 2-time MVP. Anthony Davis won a ring with the Lakers. Accomplished being hurt on the court in all 30 arenas in the NBA. And then you got Giannis. 2-time MVP. Finals MVP. Defensive Player of the Year. Multiple first All-NBA. Multiple all-defensive team lists. One of the few people out of the legendary NBA superstars that scored 50 or more points in a finals game. He's in the likes of Jordan. He's in the likes of that score multiple 40-point games in the likes of Jordan, LeBron, Kyrie, even Kobe. The man scored 50, had a double-double, 50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks in the closing game of Game 6 of the 2021 NBA Finals. And you pinpoint him out of all these people. Karl-Anthony Towns, multiple NBA All-Star. Hell, he ain't made out of the first round yet. Embiid, Davis, Jokic, y'all got to account. I don't even think. Wait a minute. The thing about NBA hasn't even been to a conference finals yet. Only Jokic, Giannis, Davis have made it to conference finals. Only Davis and Giannis made it to the finals and won it. But Anthony Davis didn't win the finals MVP. Anthony Davis probably should have been. Anthony Davis hadn't won a regular season MVP. But why you Andre Iguodala pick Giannis? Oh, we know the answer to that. And I think this was talked about not too long ago on Chris Bouchard's show with Rob Parker. It's this whole, and it goes back to even last year after the Bucks won the finals. It's this whole stigma that Giannis is not from the States. He's from Greece. And he's not like the American superstars. He's not buddy-buddy. He's not buddy-buddy with them. Not hooping with them in the off season. Not in the Drew League. Which, me and my cousins talk about him playing in the Drew League. If Giannis was to come up to the Drew League, he would probably shut it down. There would be nothing anybody can do with Giannis in the Drew League. They couldn't do anything with LeBron or DeMar DeRozan. But anyways, that's a different story for a different day. He's not pampered. Doesn't need to be pampered. He's a workhorse. Man's even bring his own kids to practice, to his own private workouts. Meanwhile, you got Anthony Davis talking about, I haven't picked up a basketball since April 5th. And it was June. And you haven't played for a whole season. Yeah, but when was the last time Anthony Davis played 82 games? I don't think he's ever played 82 games since he's been in the NBA. Since 2012. Maybe 2012, his rookie year, is the only time. The man's, like I said before, the man's been hurt on all 30 NBA arenas now. If they wanted to make a logo on Anthony Davis, it'd be him laying on the floor holding his knee or ankle. But Andre Iguodala just picks Giannis out of all the people. In that case, Rasheed Wallace was up to his potential instead of being a team player. Rasheed Wallace would be better than Anthony Davis. Be better than Karl-Anthony Towns. And think about it, I think Karl-Anthony Towns was born in the States, even though I think his nationality is Dominican. But still, they go after Giannis each time. But don't worry, Andre Iguodala. You're lucky. You're very lucky this year that all the cards played in line for y'all, for the Warriors. You didn't have to worry about Denver because there was no Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter. It was just Jokic. Second round, Memphis is not really all there, but they gave you a run for their money. But John Morant didn't play half of the games. You got lucky again. Because Luka, it was only Luka for Dallas. Tim Hardaway wasn't playing. Junior wasn't playing. Boston failed me. They wasn't who I thought they was. They let y'all off the hook. On the east side, Miami was hurt. We pushed Boston 7 games. Milwaukee was hurt. No Chris Middleton pushed them to 7 games. Imagine if Chris Middleton actually played. I don't like doing this. I got on the Nets fence with this, but imagine if Chris Middleton would have played. Would have been what the Celtics 1-7 or the Bucks 1-6 or 5. It would have been sweet, but Bucks could have won in 5. Bucks could have won in 5 games. 6 games maybe even 7. I think they could have beat Miami. And then you have the Bucks versus the Warriors in the finals. You really think anybody on that team, Giannis, going full speed, playing at his best, you think Draymond Green can hold Giannis? I got a $20 bill right here. I'm about to put on this table. And anybody can get it when they want. But they must answer that question. Think about somebody probably would ask that question dumbly. Talking about, hey, Draymond Green, you heard yet? Stop lying to yourself. Draymond Green's going out there kicking and screaming like a baby without crying. That man averaged 10 podcasts. He averaged more podcasts than points in the finals and the whole entire playoffs. Who on the Warriors can hold Giannis? Boston can barely do something with him. Boston, the best defensive team in the whole league, struggled with him. And you guys thought, see, I don't want to sound too biased now being a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but some of y'all got to realize he's already there. Giannis is already ascended, like Shannon Sharpe has said. All these people like Skip Bayless, all these haters out here like them, you don't have to realize one day Giannis he's number one, and he's only getting better. The man improved his shooting. The man closed out plenty of teams this year just shooting. He's not all dunking and jumping like James Harden is. Speaking of, anyway, we ain't gonna talk about. Don't get me started on James Harden, but the man is more than that. He's done more than James Harden. Way more than James Harden. The hatred is real out here, people. They don't like this man because he's hardworking, came from nothing, doesn't want to be buddy-buddy with all these freaking divas out here. A la LeBron, yeah, a la LeBron. People like that, even Kyrie, even though I was behind Kyrie when it came to the whole man-made thing. Them type of people, he ain't like that. He ain't like that. He's always finding ways to get better. He ain't out here in the club. He ain't out here trying to get IG models. PJ Washington. He ain't out here being a fool in the streets drinking. He ain't doing that. He trying to get better every year so he can beat these goofballs that are in the league. So he can be the best. So when it's all over, he can be in that top 10. There are rumblings that people say he can be even better than Tim Duncan. But I say slow your roll on that one. But he's on that trajectory. One day these haters, the fans love him, but his fellow players in the league outside his team, sheesh, people like Andre Iguodala and all the rest of these people, y'all like freaking feminine females, man. That's what y'all sound like, jealous. But that's all I gotta say. Tell me what you guys think.